So are you tired of drawing electron rings yet? You may have noticed there's a lot of repetition to this, and the electrons that are important are the valence electrons or outermost electrons. Electron dot diagrams help us focus on just these outermost electrons, which are the only ones that are involved in bonding. So I'm going to show you the electron dot diagram for oxygen, and then I'll go through the process that you need to do that. So you write the element symbol, and just like we do the electrons on the top, the side, the bottom, and the side, and then pairing up. So again, we're only looking at these 6 electrons, so you can see how those match what we have here. And just a reminder, you can use the periodic table to figure out how many valence electrons or outermost electrons. So oxygen was in group 6, so I knew that there would be 6 valence electrons on the electron dot diagram. Okay, we're going to start with the first electron at the top. So electron number 1 goes there, and I'm going to do one off to the side here to actually look at the electrons. The second one is going to go here, so our second dot will go on the side here. Third one will go on the bottom. Fourth one will go on the side. And then once you have one on each side, then you're going to continue to go back around and pair up. So the fifth one will go on the top, sixth one on the side, seventh one on the bottom, and the eighth one on the left side. So again, you'll still see those 8 electrons that are necessary for completing the electrons or the atom's outermost electron ring. Again, just remember hydrogen will be okay with just having 2, so that completes hydrogen, or you may see hydrogen sometimes drawn this way, so either's fine. You should already have this worksheet in your notebook, so take a few seconds and find this in your notebook. We're going to be referring to this. You may pause the video while you wait to find that. Okay, for silicon, you should see that there are 4 valence electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, if you go where it is on the periodic table, it's in group 4. So 4 are the number of electrons that we are going to use in the electron dot diagram. So for silicon, it would be like this. Okay, so just those 4 dots in its electron dot diagram. Okay, if you look at neon, it has 8 electrons in its outermost energy level. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8. And if you look at neon's placement in the periodic table, it's in group 8A. So its electron dot diagram is going to have 8 electrons in it. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one of the things you need to be careful of, this example I didn't do a great job of this, is you want to try and make sure you can tell what's paired and what's not. So again, this is a little bit harder to do on this one, so I'm going to see if it will let me erase that one and just kind of move them down a little bit so they look like they're together and not attached as they were before. So it should be clear what's paired together and what's a single electron. For lithium, you'll see that there are 3 electrons total, but if you go to where lithium is on the periodic table, it's in group 1A, so there's only going to be 1 electron in its electron dot diagram. And again, it really doesn't matter where it is, but for consistency's sake, I'm always going to put that at the top. For phosphorus, you'll see that we have our 5 valence electrons, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again, looking at where phosphorus is on the periodic table, group 5A is its 5 valence electrons. So for phosphorus, you would have its symbol, and then its 5 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, try B for boron and Ca on your worksheet. See if you can correctly do the electron dot diagram. For boron, you will see that there are 3 valence electrons, 1, 2, 3. And again, from its location on the periodic table, 3 valence electrons. So boron with its 3 will be 1, 2, and 3. Moving on to calcium, you'll see it's 2 valence electrons here, and again, it's in this group, which is 2 valence electrons. So Ca will look like this for its electron dot diagram. Okay. At this point, you should be completing the Lewis dot diagrams on the back of the worksheet. When you are finished with that, you should be completing the electron dot diagram journal on Moodle.